This is the SSG V3621D Savannah Sienna Glaze 36-inch by 21-inch 2-drawer vanity. We've already took the liberty and put a lot of our clips on. The female receivers actually come already on these vanities. We went ahead and put the male receivers on most of them. Still got one more to put on, and then we'll start our assembly. I guess I should have said. Make sure to use the preset pilot holes, and that'll help you along with putting your receivers on. We'll start by putting the sides together. We're just going to get those clips to line up. Line everything up. Tap them in place.
Also, there's a slot here that you got to line the track up in order for the bottom to fit in properly. Make sure it's kind of flush on both sides. That makes that slide in a lot easier.
And set your preset screws and tighten up your brackets. Next, we're going to put the bottom in. Make sure your clip lines up to the male receiver. Make sure it's down nice and tight and flush. And put in your set screw. Next, you're going to install the toe kick. Just slide it in, just like the rest of the parts. Get its clip in place, and then put your set screws in. Now we're going to put on the back. We're just going to line everything up. Make sure that we align the bottom up for the groove for the bottom of the shelf to fit into. Again, this process is made easier by 2 people. All we need to do is put our set screws in and tighten up our clips. While we've got the cabinet laying on its face, let's go ahead and put our corner blocks in and make it a little bit simpler for us. Okay, we're going to put our drawer glide brackets in. I've already installed one on the left hand side to kind of show you what we're doing. There's 2 little knobs on the back. They're actually made to be received in the back side of the vanity back here. So you just line those up, put a few set screws in, and the brackets are already there.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and install the drawer tracks into the vanity. Please take note, before you do that, you actually need to take the longest extension out. This is actually going to be used on your drawer at a later time. To do that, there's these little plastic tabs. You actually pull them apart, and it should just slide right out. We'll set that to the side. We're going to use that in a little bit. Now we're going to line up the back. Now we got our drawer glide lined up. There is a screw hole right in the front of that drawer glide. We're actually going to attach that. We're going to line that up just basically at the bottom of that drawer face opening. Screw that in. And just continue the process on all the drawers. Now we're going to go ahead and put our bumpers on our doors since we've got it sitting up here on the table. You'll also want to install those on the back side of the drawers just to make it close nice and quiet. Now we're getting ready to put the drawer together. This is a dovetail construction. Sometimes when they come out of the package, there's a little bit of a ravel left over from the machining. You'll just want to clean that up either with a piece of sandpaper, box cutter. It'll just make your drawer go together a lot easier if you get those little frays off. On the inside too of the dovetail, we're also going to want to clean up the little frays on the inside as well as the other side of the dovetail. Again, just making the job a little bit easier. We're going to go ahead and put the drawer together. We're going to put the sides on, making sure to line up the bottom groove with the side groove. We're going to put that together, tap that in place. We're also going to use brads. Now this is not a required process. We have found it makes the drawer a lot stronger, holds together better, usually about a 1-inch brad. Then we're going to put our other side together first. Just repeating the same process. The dovetails are nice and clean. They went into place real easy. Okay. Now before we put the back on, we're going to want to put the bottom in the drawer. Okay. Get nice and lined up. And then we're going to put the back on. You might have to pull the sides apart slightly to get the dovetails to go in. Put the track that we took off the drawer glide earlier. We're going to go ahead and put that on the drawer. Basically, you're going to line it up to the front and to the bottom, just nice and flush. Okay, it is going to stick out the back a little bit. That's made for any accessory plumbing or anything to come up behind the drawer, and you're going to need to just pop in your set screws right into the drawer. Make sure you put them on the bottom. There you go. Now your drawers are all ready to be installed into the cabinet. Okay. Going to put the drawer in the cabinet. This is a fairly easy process, but it's something that a lot of people commonly mistake. The easiest way to do this is just go ahead and pull out the glide as such. Okay. There are grooves inside the drawer track to go ahead and align those too. I pull those in, slide them in, and until you hear that bracket click. Okay. You'll do that to both sides. You hear that click. Just finished our Sienna Vanity. Again, a lot of the vanities are different. This just gives you the general overall process of getting those done.